Hi, doing something a little strange today, which is playing through the game Hoyle Majestic Chess 2003 as fast as I can. I've encountered a number of recording errors so far. I'm pretty new to live splits and OBS. I've just mucked about with the settings a little bit, and I'm hoping to have everything under control and that it won't stop on me after an hour, which will be very sad. So I tend to just start my clock right as I click first chapter and then update my splits upon each new chapter. So 3, 2, 1. Loading times, pretty slow. Not sure if that's because it's an old game or because I'm running this on not the best laptop. You've probably noticed a few other strange things about my recording setup, which are that normally the game has no graphic settings whatsoever, no resolution options, so it only runs in full screen. So I'm running it through software called DXWND or DXWind. I assume it's for Windows. This lets me see my splits, and then I'm actually anyway recording it in OBS's full screen mode. So sorry that you can see my taskbar. This first chapter teaches you to play the game, and to that end doesn't include a lot of real games of chess, mostly these quizzes, which, although the questions are all easy, if you're doing it fast and talking at the same time, which I'm not very used to doing, to be honest, since I'm not a streamer, I find them actually pretty easy to mess up still. So hopefully I won't embarrass myself here. Yeah, it's an interesting run because because partially requires being good at chess, which to be honest, I'm actually not very good at. There are a few genuine difficult games of chess that you have to play, but mostly you just have to be good at Majestic chess, which involves some memorization, some gaming the computer, and some interesting routing, and a little bit of patience with its load times. But like I said, or maybe said last time, it's hard for me to keep straight what I've said in the close recordings and what I'm saying now. It's incredibly nostalgic for me as a game from my childhood that I just rediscovered within the last year or so. I actually never beat it as a child. I got stuck at level 5 and beat it for the first time in 2019. As I've recorded this, it's 2020. I have no major tournament chess experience. I have no, in fact, I'm not even sure whether you say ELO or ELO, just the letters, but I have no ranking. On chess.com, I'm rated like 1300. If I can even keep it up. Sometimes I slip below 1200. Oh, shit. So yeah, they're teaching you in this how the pieces move, what constitutes check, what constitutes, let's do it this way, stalemate, to be honest, I forget quite how I like to do this. That's no good. capture all the pieces right now. Wait a minute. Okay, I got a little bit trigger happy there. If you see me not clicking buttons, it's just because I'm hitting escape. Lets you automatically exit whatever you're on. And if you see me clearly not reading through some of these more detailed questions, that's because I've done this many times before. Yeah, and one of the ways that you gain time in a run like this is by starting the missions without your full army, as they call it. Blast. And once again, they usually just have you not worry about completing the whole thing. Just whatever, that's fine, yeah. Just capturing all their pieces. Okay. So that was alright. Not the best I've ever done, but because I'm talking and I'm not used to that, I don't anticipate this being a personal best for me. I think I saw one video on YouTube that contained the words Majestic Chess and Speedrun in the title, but I think it was just this chapter that we're about to do now, chapter 2, and nothing else. So I think I'll be the first person, assuming I actually complete this project, which if you're watching this, I have, to upload a whole, multi-hour run, which would be, I think, a little cool to have, a world record, even if nobody else is competing. Or maybe I'll inspire a viewer to, there we go, kind of a weird one, to submit their own run. I have sped run another game before, which is Dark Souls 2, my favorite game in the Dark Souls franchise, controversially. But that was never too serious. I think on my best run I was able to do it in less than 10 hours. I think I got it at like 9:58, which of course is about a fifth to a tenth of the time of an average first playthrough, but not particularly impressive by speedrunning standards, in which any percent runs can be, well, if you use glitches, 20 minutes or something silly like that. So I certainly wasn't competing for any world records. But the first time I played this game, the first time I attempted to speedrun it, it took about 3 hours. And as you can see in my sum of best segments over there, I can now do it in lower than 2, which, pretty happy about personally. Some of these mating puzzles in chapter 2 have quite slow computer, and then it starts to speed up, so I'm not even sure what choices it thinks it's deciding between. But it sure makes those decisions slowly. And it has you go through 2 rooks, a queen, and now just 1 rook. Wow, that's painful to learn about, the basics of the game. Still not a lot of real games of chess fact, I still won't be going into the boss of this chapter with a full quote-unquote army, because the computer is bad enough that you can bait it into a pretty easy mate. A faster way to do that, but if there is, I don't know it. Oh, I've done something weird. It's a different setup than what I'm used to. Did I skip something? I must have. Yeah, I skipped this. Okay. It happens that that particular one that I did just a little bit early there is one of the very few puzzles in this run that I'll actually reset if it doesn't make good moves, or the moves that I like, which I suppose are the bad moves. Usually it's faster to just make multiple plans, or to just, play normal chess to the best of my ability, because I'm dealing with a reduced set of pieces. There we go. That's actually a good pattern right off the start, which is nice. Oh, because of my window, it's actually kind of hard to scroll the screen. And this, of course, is going to be pretty quick and dirty here. Delightful. And then to unlock the boss, I actually have to go to the store for the first time, which you're supposed to go to earlier, but I didn't bother. Okay. Whoops. That's no good. I tend to just kill time here at the start because, really what you tend to want to do is wait. Oh, Christ. Okay, well this is embarrassing, but usually it's pretty easy. It'll just castle right into it. Go for that. Don't make me play a game of chess. This is horrible. Just awful, really. Oh, Christ. Okay. Now I'm wishing I hadn't been quite so cavalier, to be honest. There we go. Okay. Well, that was strange, since usually it takes not quite that many tries to beat the second boss of the game, but hopefully that luck won't follow us into the third chapter. The third chapter's purpose is to teach the player about tactics mostly, so it does pins and forks. Actually, it doesn't do discovered checks yet. And then right off the bat, it puts your kind of mating next to the test. It's going to be on the wrong cycle. It has you do a funny thing where it'll suggest that you fight 8 pawns with 1 rook. pretty much impossible, particularly because that AI is pretty good. And you can do these missions to the south. Actually, I'm going to do that in the other order. To take out one pawn at a time. So they got little creative challenges. This is the lesson on pins. No, I'm not always doing a perfect play here, but I figure most of the time the thing that gets me is not momentary slip-ups, but it's the actual games of chess. I mean, I can pretty easily lose like an hour to the final boss of the whole game if I'm not too careful. That's maybe an exaggeration, but so I try not to sweat this little stuff of misclicks here and there. I think the most time to be gained would be by getting better at chess, which I don't plan on doing really. Move for black pins. There we go. So that was an odd one. These I tend to just guess on because it's faster. You're supposed to move. There's only one square that prevents you from being mated in one. Can usually get, there we go, pretty close just by, it's usually on the 1 or 2 squares that you're not, this is hanging piece. It's not attacked, so you haven't got very many ways that you could possibly get it wrong. These particular kinds of tests return later in the game with less time. Not doing particularly well this time around. So maybe I'll have a better chance to prove myself on those ones in a later chapter. AI for this one is a little bit better than the last time we did a rook with 2 pawns. But not a lot because... Oh, come on. Sometimes the game just kind of freezes like that, which is awkward, but no big deal. Okay. And they've got another interesting challenge here where you have to make a... There's a math word for this. The Coniscourt bridges. Is it like an Euler circuit or a Hamiltonian or something? I actually don't quite see this one. Did I mess something up? Did. Okay. Sorry if that one was obvious to everyone else. You know, yelling at their screen. Oh, please let me just do it. Okay. That was another little funny cursor detection problem that I have. The knight ones are usually easiest just by way of the fact that knights usually have the... Actually, I'm not quite... Oh no, I clicked the escape too soon. See, this is what I mean by getting a little trigger happy. But, you know, it cost me like 10 seconds, so I'm alright with that. You know, what's probably going to end up being a 2-hour run. That makes a fork. That makes a fork. Hope the recording doesn't cut out again. That would just make me really bummed. Come on. Please don't do this to me. I could probably adjust the window to fix that problem between my chapters, my next nearest break. Oh Jesus! Well, that's a new way to lose. You can tell I do the same thing here at the start. I kind of have a vague idea, and then towards the end I usually make it up a little bit. Okay, we'll do it like that. Oh my god, I did it again. That's really unusual. God, what do I usually do? Well, yeah, I joked that I wouldn't be breaking any world records this time around. You know, I am the world record. A bit by default, so... back time to someone else, I'm sure. Well, actually, I'm not completely sure. I'll be fine. Oh, I've got to buy pawns. Yeah, I'm still talking to the camera thing. I'm used to it. It's pretty distracting. As a child, I did a Let's Play series which will go unnamed. Don't really want people to be finding that work. So it's not the first time that I've ever used any screen recording software, but it is a skill I'm not very well versed in. Wonderful, okay. Not too bad at all. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it turns out, if anyone was still left unsure, not the best chess player in the world. That was actually alright though. I wonder if I can do it again. Things considered. That's a check. Wonderful. Okay, and then they give me money. I buy more pawns. So I like the conceit that each of these levels, they've all, even with their minimal ability, I think, used their geometry in a fun and interesting way. Oh god. Okay. Please stop that. And that's gonna not work. I'm not sure what that just looks like for you, but I had a antivirus pop up. When in doubt at these, I usually opt to trade when possible. That's inconvenient. Okay. Wow. But I may even start just like that because how frustrated I am. Jesus, that knight is annoying. Okay. Just a little bit quiet there. Okay, just fine. I see I'm already approaching my best time. So again, likely not a personal best here, but that's okay. It doesn't really need to be for me to be, personally satisfied. It's okay. Too, isn't it? Sure how I usually do this. This is one of the ones that's a little bit less strategically planned, shall we say. In fact, let me just let it trade there. this is much better. Like I said, the computer is not really great. Evidence A. So it's best to just get an advantage early and then push from there. Yeah, we'll just go like this. Okay. Wonderful. That worked awfully well. So let me just try it again right from the start. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Wow, I wish I hadn't exited all the way out. I was just so mad having seen that. I think it's gonna let me do it again, so that's nice. Okay, I don't really care about that one, to be honest. You can have it. In fact, you can have that one too. Mortifying that I did the same thing twice. But you know, you don't have to be good at chess here at Majestic Chess Speedrun. You just have to be fast at chess. This is probably the fastest way to make still. Okay. A factor of this game, if you're new, that I have not yet introduced, is it's got little ways to cheat built right in. Sometimes it has you buy pieces, but then of course sometimes it has you buy like special artifacts at the in-game store. Oh, that could have been avoided. Let me treat that. That's unfortunate. I like being able to castle when I can. This. There's some room. Okay. Suspect a little trade from there. Trade from here. So yeah, this is precisely what I mean by cheating. We're not really like, you know, in terms of the speedrun cheating. I'm not really sure how you do that in this context, but just trade down if you'll let me. my average time. But I'm not, so that's good. Usually it's chapter 4, not chapter 3, this one that I'm on now. In fact, I'm not even sure what you learn in chapter 4. It's kind of an awkwardly placed review chapter. But usually it's not the one where I lose time. But we'll see if I can't do things efficiently here. I don't have a strong sense of route. This is one of the more just play chess well chapters, which is probably why I'm so bad at it. That night can be incredibly frustrating, so I'm very glad that I just kind of tricked it into trading early. That's wonderful. Two, albeit non-connected pass pawns. I'll take it. Still have the corner, that's gonna be mate. Wonderful. Okay, we have, oh yeah, they do development and centralization. I guess that's important. I guess. There's one question in this set, we might not see it because they have, like a randomized set of questions. I guess we didn't see it. Oh, and the bank rank. It always messes me up that I kind of disagree with the answer on even that it gives. It says the correct answer is to capture away from the center in, like, this one particular case, which I'm not sure that I trust. That's fine. Dandy. Yeah, okay. Okay, we actually are making pretty good time here. The order of these doesn't really matter because they'll update kind of automatically as they go. I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said before, really not hesitate to trade down. That's fine since I have no queen. So here they have you return there. I guess this isn't too different from chapter 3, because they just give you the pieces directly instead of, that was nice, giving you money as a go-between. This is still okay. Trade down. That's protected. That's all fine. See, this is one of those times where I feel like if I was good at chess, I could get a mate here without needing to promote. But you know what? I'm nervous enough about these other pawns that I think I'd rather just do this the easy way. Except I think that if I don't move something here, I'm got myself into like a stalemate situation. And as we learned in chapter 3, that can really happen. Okay, that was a little more than I anticipated. Go to the store. This is a few levels where the store looks different. I'm actually gonna get the knight one because the knight's. Although, you know, the chess people, they always talk about having the bishop pair. It's a main one. I find the knights to just be really dreadful. Oh, I didn't read that one closely enough. There's a couple in these that look pretty similar to each other just in terms of board position. Yes. There's a main 2. You can pin with the queen. It depends. Okay, and then hopefully this is the kind of point where I can make up time if I like actually play chess well. As if that has ever happened before. Something like that. Double check. I see I'm now at risk of doing worse than my average run. Just making me particularly pleased to see on his pin. And this is why we have the cheating sword. Bishop is hanging. Oh, I was hoping to not have to go into an end game here, because it would be faster to do otherwise. But I will. So be it. Discovery, yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's not too bad at all. Now we're at the point where I can, goodness, where it's a little bit dangerous for me to do this. You've got that black square still. Okay, wonderful. So, doing better than average. Chapter 5 has a number of wonderful puzzles that you're not going to see. I'm actually going to check to make sure the recording is still going. Okay. I get nervous about these glitches. Yeah, it has a number of board placement puzzles, like place the maximum number of queens such that none are attacking each other, which you're not going to see in the run because they're skippable. So I'll be skipping them. It's also one of the few times in this game that you play black. I still think of that as one of the major shortcomings of this game, is that you're always playing white and you mostly only learn white openings. But here they have you choose in a few levels, like which side would you like to play, which I think is a good way to do it, actually. I think that's teaching the right sorts of skills. Also not seen me really play any of the tutorials, which I think are pretty well written. They're not substantially different from the tutorials you might find on somewhere like chess.com. It's out of the way. You can tell, I know one way to checkmate fast. Although I'm sure I'm missing plenty of mate in fives. Tactics. Let me reset. I want to keep that one. That's just petty. It's probably slower, but that's fine. That's a discovered check. Okay, this is much better. are. I'm not even sure the right word for that. Using your knowledge of pawn structure, pick the side without double pawns. Isn't that something? King is too far away. I think it's probably faster in terms of number of moves to go for this. Although, yeah, I'm kind of realizing maybe if I want to truly get better at speedrunning, I have to figure out. Not yet for that. Another one. We got in this chapter, we get the full army first. This, I honestly have yet to work out my favorite way of doing it. In fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring my king to the other side of the board. As long as it's just chilling. Oh, not like that, I'm not. See the problem. I'll let you set this fork up really pretty easily every time, so I'm not concerned about that bit. Believe it or not, this could probably be done faster too. I'll try to be a little more optimistic. I kind of liked what it did. I wish I could bait it doing that again. I can't quite remember what I did. Curious. Notice that I give myself triple ones. That's really not intentional. Oh goodness, I really bungled it. Okay. It's a good thing nobody's gonna watch this video, I suppose. Because yeah, as you may have noticed, if I was really good at this, I would probably have like a strategy for all the levels. That last time I think was alright. Something in there, is not do anything really stupid. Light squares, except for right now. Okay. That's fine. Now we do a couple of quick games. That's all fine. These ones, it doesn't matter what order you do it in, because they'll always grow in proportion to the order, or how many you've done them. How many of them you've done. It's almost like I'm focusing on something else right now entirely. Hit my average time marker, it seems to think, so that's encouraging. But I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine too. I think I like that even better. castle started undefended. Sorry that I'm not finishing my... Wow, that was rare. Quite unusual. Finishing my sentences. Okay, this will be just fine then. It's downright peachy. Wow, that's also unusual. Something about the AI of this is not making very much sense to me. I mean, I don't at this point need anything more. This is plenty. Wow, that's kind of cool. And I'll sometimes buy another shop tool to make this particular boss fight easier. I noticed that there's only one knight left, or else otherwise I'd be tempted to trade right there. Yeah, that's probably what I would do if I were to do 2. Just go for something like that. Just take a move to do that. Should make some kind of escape route. Oh, bugger. Okay. That's enough to force a reset. That's fine. It's not. Okay. I should mention at this time now, I've also... Actually, I think never done this like completely all the way through in one take before, just since I don't have a lot of... Yeah, I'd rather do it that way. Uninterrupted time, just as a result of my work and my schedule. So I think fatigue is going to be a problem for me moving forward in this run. There we go. Well, that wasn't too bad. Didn't even have to use my dagger of night destroying. Oh, what are the odds of that? My best segment and the average runner, just exactly opposite of each other. It's gold. Does that mean that was my best? That can't be right. That was extremely slow. Like I said, I don't know the interface. This is one where you can do a significantly reduced army and whoops, and shave off time by skipping most of the level. It always feels nice to me when I can work in a little, you know, kind of taste of speedrunning That's gonna have to be last. Oh, no, I see. Okay. So just 2 of those. These are more hanging piece puzzles. Oops. This one, actually. And some of these get to the point where you actually really can't make any mistakes, so I've got to slow down and get careful here as the timer gets reduced for each successive attempt that I make. In fact, I'm going to cut that one there. Like this. Like this. Okay. Hanging pieces. Always easiest with pieces that only have, 4 directions they can go in. You've just got fewer choices about which way to drag the mouse. Okay, wonderful. That was the 3rd one. In this level, it's particularly special because you buy all the pieces. This ought to do it. Okay. Oh, this is a glitched moment. It's kind of the return of that level from, or that exercise from chapter 3. But with an extra pawn. Oh great, I have a Dell update ready. And this is also a level where it's advantageous to do the tutorials because you'll get money for completing them. And I've worked it out to a bit of a fine science. It also shows you that there's a classic discovered mate sacrifice checkmate here that they have you learn. I guess it's a double check. That's what makes it special. Wow, really getting distracted here. That's a quick mate. Yeah, the tutorials give you money. Got it to a fine science about exactly which of the levels to do. The boss doesn't start with a full army in chapter 6. So as you gain money and build your army, so too does the boss. Open files. You want your rook to have files. Rooks behind passports, all that jazz. So yeah, just here you've got few enough pawns. Things are particularly doable. Unless you set yourself up for discovery. Other than that, obviously I don't have this one quite details hammered out yet either. But sometimes the computer just plays worse, so that was the hardest part of my job for me. That particular shade of orange must be behind but gaining time. And there I've just had behind and lost time. I see, I see. But yeah, that's gonna be alright. Chapter 7 is kind of a run breaker at times. Oh, these are some kind of tricky main ones. There we go. Apologies that I've got to be a little bit boring and quiet and think for just a minute. Chapter 6 is the, excuse me, 7, what are we on now? I think the level that requires the most rote memorization. Oh, jeez. It's funny, you can get the hard ones, but not that. It's not covering that. There we go. We do that a couple times. Sometimes I just get a good feeling and I'm not even sure for sure that I've gotten it. Like that one I didn't actually stop and check. But I think something about the way they generate their main ones incentivizes bishop and rook mates because they're unusual. And they want you to see, or at least to get familiar with these stranger patterns. As far as I can tell, they rarely repeat, so they must be pulling from a pretty large database. I don't think they're really randomly generated. Oh. That's it. Delightful. I think I've got one more here. No, that's it. Oh, these are really... Close your eyes if you ever want to play this game, because these are quite, interesting. There's another one where it's like more like a logic puzzle than anything else. Yeah. I love when I figured out that I could, make it trade its bishop early, because that bishop is just a real failed pain in the ass. You know, it's funny, just hearing me talk about it, you wouldn't know that I love this game. Maybe that is... Sorry about the barking dog outside. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Maybe that is the real meaning of speedrunning, is beating a game into the ground that you would have otherwise enjoyed. Okay. Be very careful so that doesn't happen, and then it happened anyway. If you see me not go anywhere, you've probably figured this out by now, but they're all tutorials that I've mostly skipped. Let's see. Trade the pawn early. This is also a repeat with a differently colored bishop. Of a lesson that you saw me do ages ago. That's another one that's very easy to stay on if you're not careful. Oh, close your eyes for this one. Yeah, there you go. No spoilers, but it's just an incredibly cool puzzle. Oh, they've got some interesting variants. I skipped upside down chess. Oh no, I didn't do that one. I did that one because that one's got an easy. There's one of these that I do skip. They call it like separation chess or something, where queen begins behind enemy lines. How do I do this? I forget the exact way to do it so that it doesn't mate. Or stalemate, I mean. In fact, I think that was not it. Okay, let me redo this because I'm sure I wasn't too far off, but that's how we waste time. This, as you can probably tell, is one of the ones that I've just had to memorize. It's too tricky, these variants, and none of my normal chess skills come in handy. Okay, what do we do here? Tricky for me to keep all this in my head at once. Although I'm sure any of you viewers at home, particularly if you're even a little bit better at chess than I am, would manage fine. Oh, I could have sworn that was it. My apologies, but we're not too far off here. They have got more than 4 tracks because they've got that puzzle music too. I've got to buy pieces. This is another one, yeah, chapter 7, really filled with things that I've had to memorize because it's such a pain otherwise. I don't think that was it. I've had to memorize unsuccessfully. How do we do this? No, that's really not it. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I have to refigure this out. This will take me some time. Move that up twice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is all familiar now. In times like these, I don't even always think about, like, what's good chess playing, but I really am looking for, like, what's the pattern here to get it to do stupid things like that and sacrifice its rook. And then subsequently, its bishop. Despite that it's so old, I really would recommend playing it. Oh, here's another one to close your eyes for. If you're at all interested in logic puzzles, they do have unique solutions. Is that it? No, it's like this. This is one that it takes a long time to think and respond to, I find, even though it doesn't have that many choices. But at some point they had to teach you about king and pawn endgame, so. Bishop. Move on to another personal memorization challenge. Because I figured out a way to get him to sacrifice that knight early, and then subsequently oh, I've done something a little bit wrong here. Let me do this slower. So yeah, first it just gives up a knight for no compensation. Then we'll give up this pawn. And this pawn. Oh, I guess that's more of a trade, really. And then, yeah, through this exact sequence, you get it to give up the exchange, too. Which is pretty nice, to be honest. I still find this game to be non-trivial, to be honest. On these quiet sections. I hope this is still sufficiently entertaining for the real Majestic chess fans out there. This is the last one, I think, in the whole run that I've memorized, albeit with some gaps in my memory. You get it to sacrifice the knight. To sacrifice its bishop. Sacrifice isn't really the right word since it, again, isn't getting any compensation. Let me rethink about how you do this. That's a check. That's a check. That's Let's check. I think from here I can get it. Okay, wonderful. These are Layton 2s. I'm not particularly adept at. Sometimes I'll just kind of quit out. Kind of surprised that wasn't it. Okay. There we go. There we go. Do one more to get enough gold to buy my last rook. Again, kind of surprised that wasn't it. This feels more right. Goodness. Don't like that. Actually, it's close. Okay. Felt like it was even a mate in one, but I guess it still got that dark square. Now it's still got the dark square. I'll be able to take that away. Yeah, there we go. So we buy our rook. These are a couple scrolls that tell you a best move. And this is, I think, the hardest part of the whole run. Because it's basically just playing a game of chess against a pretty good computer. And that's not how we do it. Got cute little animations when you click on things that y'all aren't able to see, which is unfortunate. I will probably be pretty quiet here for the most part. If I get a good enough feeling about what I'm doing, I might use one of these. Strange. Capture Passant. Open the file. The button open file and go to the queen. Oh, I think I see what it's getting at. Queen now defends the bishop. Okay. I missed that. That pawn is hanging. Oh, I wish I had just done that. Get out of this in some clever, tactical way. Sort of. Well, I'm now down the exchange. Maybe time for me to exit. Yeah. Try to press her advantage early on. Sure. Majestic, got it. Okay. Do love to see that. Trade down into a end game. No, that's a mate. Clear that while I've got the chance. Feels safe. Can I realistically trap this? Maybe not. God, close, aren't I? Oh, you're attacking that. Okay. Pardon me for being so very cautious right now. This really does kind of make or break the run. Gosh, how do you feel about that? That. Good Lord. Okay. It wasn't my best, but we're still doing fine. I would like to be able to do under 2-hour run. I don't think that's possible because if I'm reading that right, my best time is like 11 minutes faster than that. So my best split would be like an hour 30, and that would mean that took like 23 minutes. So if I can get even 25 minutes from now, that'll be 2:15 or something. These are some other tricky mating ones. That's an omniscient, but they didn't start you on your opponent's move. This is a castling mating one. I love those. Again, you should play this game sometime. These are more tricky mating ones. Again, I thought that was going to be it. Let me just back up. That one was nice and easy. Nice and easy. It's funny to me how some seem to be intuitive and others aren't. I don't think that one repeats. Yep. This is a lesson where they teach you about trapping because you can trap the queen. Got to be a little bit careful here. Or else they'll go ahead and trap my queen. A pawn, but I'm like a queen against a rook or something. So I'm happy to trade. Bishop is still there. even kind of saw that one coming, but thought it was safe. Obviously it was not. I like that beginning though, so let me just repeat my first steps. This time, do that to block the pawn. Yeah. Do this one. Okay, everyone close your eyes because this is another brilliant setup, I think. Skipping mode you go. Some of them I'll come back to. This is one that I ought to have a strategy worked out for, but there's just a high enough variability that but God, is it easy to, you know, accidentally get mated if you're not pretty careful about protecting pawns all the way. But I find, you know, what tends to work is just to the best of my ability. You know, once the first queen is sacrificed and it's down to like normal levels here. Well, actually, no, it's got a bishop. Okay. This is not the sole defender thing. That's not okay. Oh, damn, but it was a fork. That's interesting. Classic. on so slowly and incrementally at first. It's a little silly feeling there. Every day that you pin a queen to a queen. Every day that happens. I guess I should take this while I have a chance. Okay. Again, not fast, but doing okay. This is another one that's kind of hard for me to see. I'm not always sure about these before I click them. Usually, you're doing a check. Stalemate. Yes, it is. I'm guessing randomly, and I know it. Okay. Oh, it's a shame I got the first one kind of fast. Feeling about that one. Okay. Got it. frustrated, you know? Yeah, okay. That makes sense to me now that I see it. These are a few vicious, maiden whatevers, which fortunately I've memorized the solutions to. Bishop was pinned there. Alright, and now that we have a full army, we need to get gold, so I usually go back and do these. You know, do we really need it? No. If I was good at chess, could I do it? Yeah. Am I that good at chess? No. So yeah, I do that one. What else is over here? Yeah, something like this, which is like, you know. Oh, that's... Alright, turns out paying attention to your opponent's moves, sometimes it can be quite useful. Yes. Okay, so that's another 100 gold or something. And this... Oh, it's probably best to at least pretend that I'm playing a real game of chess. Okay, that was embarrassing. Let's start that over. Best we didn't do this. I decided I'm playing that way. Light square bishop. last. No, that didn't help anyone. Jesus. See, this is the kind of endgame that I ought to be able to win if I were better at chess. I suppose I'll try something like this. Okay. Now it's just a matter of time until I can look up a fork. Start pushing my buttons and those. Is this stalemate? Jesus. Guys, that's really frustrating. Okay. Particularly because I don't have to do this. I'm choosing to do it. Okay, but I'm not choosing to do it anymore because I just decided I was mad and I wanted to be done. This is actually not a fair fight. Oh man, you know, I think it's in my safest and best interest actually to do it. Okay. Going back. I started ahead. I'm still ahead. I'm just playing this very carefully right now. Don't want to take a stalemate situation. Now, it shouldn't take me too many tries, I say. Perhaps raising a bit of an eyebrow. God, this file is going to be really gigabytes large, huh? To beat boss. His name is Sargon. That helps. obviously, so is that. I'll go out not like a coward and let the record show. Okay, so that's my final time. Since that's the end of the game. So I guess it's something like 2:15. This is about how many times I've played this game. I have no idea. I should specify what determines the score. This is the ending screen, and you hit exit, and we'll just go back to adventure mode. So, thanks for bearing with me. This has been a Majestic Chess, Hoyle Majestic Chess 2003 any percent speedrun. We'll call it sub 2:15. Despite my distractions.